On a baking hot day in this cemetery in Culiacan, Mexico, gravediggers put down their tools and do what many workers all over the world do: stop for a rest and have a smoke. But regular tobacco won't do for these men. They're smoking marijuana instead.
Esta es verde limón, una verdecita de limón. Verde limón. Sí. Pues aquí está la Kurs, la Crónica, está la Índica. Aquí no se mortifica uno porque aquí cierra.
Under Mexican law, those caught with small amounts of marijuana only get a warning and a recommendation to attend a rehab clinic. But it is still illegal to grow and sell here. Now, as a brutal war rages over the Mexican drug trade that claimed 15,000 lives in 2010 alone, a rising chorus is calling to fully legalize cannabis and take drug dollars away from criminals. While Mexico's aging hippies and civil liberty advocates have long called for such measures, the movement has recently been backed by some high-profile figures, such as former President Vicente Fox. In an interview, Fox told Global Post he could envision Mexican farmers legally raising marijuana, just like they grow agave for tequila.
Lo que pienso es que debemos de quitar toda la cadena productiva, de estar en manos de criminales y pasarla a manos de productores. Que haya agricultores que produzcan marihuana, que haya fabricantes que la procesan, que haya distribuidores que la distribuyen, que haya puntos de venta donde se vende.
Fox is one of several prominent names across Latin America calling for reforms. Former President Cardoso of Brazil and Gaviria of Colombia also say that while drugs have a negative health impact, the war against them has failed. They say policy needs to be rethought, especially when it comes to marijuana, which they consider less harmful than other narcotics. In Mexico, 7 different bills to legalize marijuana have been filed over the last 2 years at both federal and state levels, but none have made any progress. Elsa Conde is a former congresswoman behind one of the bills. She says that amid the rampant violence, lawmakers need to show more urgency.
¿Por qué en nuestro país tenemos que poner los muertos? ¿Por qué no se puede poner un alto a esta guerra? ¿Y por qué seguimos permitiendo que en nuestro país se siga dando esta producción ilegal y con ello pues la clandestinidad que permite que muchos se beneficien y se hagan ricos, pero que al mismo tiempo pues de ninguna manera beneficia a la ciudadanía?
Nobody knows exactly how much money Mexican cartels make selling marijuana. The US Drug Czar's office has estimated that Mexico exports $20 billion worth of marijuana to the US annually, but a Rand Corporation study put the figure at closer to $2 billion. One thing is clear: the profits in either case are staggering and are used by cartels to buy weapons and bribe police. Advocates say legalizing the drug would shut down this illicit activity, but Mexican President Felipe Calderón is fighting a deadly war against these drug gangs. He's argued that Mexico should only legalize marijuana if other countries do so as well. Otherwise, it would only attract more criminals here. In 2009, he did take a small step by signing a law that decriminalized possession of small amounts of most drugs, including marijuana. Reformists applauded, but with production and sale still illegal, the move did nothing to curb criminal gangs. Protesters took advantage of the laws in a recent march through Mexico City in favour of legalising marijuana. In front of police and the public, the protesters smoked joints and banged their drums.
The solution is to legalize the weed because it's natural. It's not something bad. We don't kill people. We don't steal. We don't rape. We just smoke it.
Public opinion about the issue is mixed. While some are firmly against all drugs, others, like this street seller, agree with the protesters' call for a new approach.
A mí me parece una idea excelente. ¿Sí? Creo que es justo que la gente pueda hacer uso de sus costumbres.
And if they get their way, advocates say that legalization could also put some of Mexico's notorious drug kingpins out of business. On location in Mexico City, this is Johan Grillo for Global Post.